Can linear equations predict real-life outcomes like speed? Imagine you're driving a car and want to know how far you'll go in a certain amount of time. Or maybe you're planning a trip and need to figure out how long it will take to reach your destination. These are everyday questions that can be answered with the help of algebra, especially linear equations. But can these equations really predict outcomes like speed? Let's find out. Linear equations are simple math statements that show a straight-line relationship between two variables. When one variable changes at a steady rate compared to the other, we call that a linear relationship. For example, if you walk at the same speed every minute, the distance you cover increases proportionally with time. This is where graphing linear equations becomes useful. When you plot distance against time, the graph is a straight line. The slope of this line tells you the speed, or how fast you're moving. Think about the basic formula connecting speed, distance, and time. It says that distance equals speed multiplied by time. If you know any two of these, you can find the third. For example, if a car travels at 60 miles per hour and you want to know how far it will go in 3 hours, you just multiply 60 by 3. The answer is 180 miles. The graph of this situation would be a straight line starting at 0 and rising steadily. The slope of the line, which is how steep it is, equals the speed of 60 miles per hour. Now, what if the situation is a little more complicated? Imagine a boat moving in a river. Its speed in still water might be 50 miles per hour, but the current adds or subtracts from that speed depending on whether it's going downstream or upstream. If the current flows at 10 miles per hour, then downstream the boat's speed is 60 miles per hour, and upstream it's 40 miles per hour. By setting up two linear equations, one for downstream and one for upstream, and knowing the distances and times, you can solve for the boat's actual speed and the current speed. Linear equations are not just for speed. They help with many real-life problems like calculating costs, such as taxi fares that include a fixed starting fee plus a charge per mile or per hour. They also help with budgeting and predicting how much of a resource you'll use over time. The key is that these situations involve quantities that change at a constant rate, which linear equations can easily model. So, can linear equations predict outcomes like speed? Yes, they can. When the relationship between variables is steady and proportional, linear equations give clear, straightforward answers. They turn real-world problems into simple math that anyone can understand and solve. Whether you're figuring out how far you'll travel, how long a trip will take, or how much something will cost, linear equations are powerful tools for making predictions based on constant rates.